we go. File complaints. To file with the voters. This way you file the complaints for voter registration? Fraud? I need 5 complaints.
Oh, you need a fraud? You need to call the 1-800 number.
Okay, y'all don't have the complaints here?
No, sir.
Y'all sure? Cause they said
If you want to do the fraud, you have to call 1-800 number. If you would, please turn off that video. If you would, please turn off that recorder.
Why?
Because I do not want to be videoed.
You're a public official. You have no private duty. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that that's not a problem. We finna leave anyway. But listen, I need to.
If you do not turn that video off, you can get out of my office.
No. Just call the police. Cause I know I'm legal. I do this all the time. Just call the police.
I did.
Okay, good.
Listen, they said that you had. It's not just about frauds. They said they had. Do y'all have any complaints here?
You can file a complaint with me in writing.
Yeah, okay. So you don't have the actual forms.
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Thanks. Yep. On Miss Olivia Coley on the stand to try to get Miss Olivia Coley Pearson convicted. Let's see if she's gonna do the same thing for these other officials we about to file this paperwork for today. See y'all, that's real ignorant. Look at them. That shows the ignorance of the Coffee County people.
Don't talk and laugh on mine, man. I want mine serious, man.
Stand to try to get Miss Olivia Coley Pearson convicted. Let's see if she's gonna do the same thing for these other officials we about to file this paperwork for today. See y'all, that's real ignorant. Look at them. That shows the ignorance of the Coffee County people.
Don't talk and laugh on mine, man. I want mine serious, man.
Stand to try to get Miss Olivia Coley Pearson convicted. Let's see if she's gonna do the same thing for these other officials we about to file this paperwork for today. See y'all, that's real ignorant. Look at them. That shows the ignorance of the Coffee County people.
Don't talk and laugh on mine, man. I want mine serious, man. Greetings. Once again, this is the Get To Free Press. I'm George Boss-Rise. I'm in the city of Douglas, Georgia, in the county of Coffee County. And I'm at the Elections and Registrations office. I just went in and recording inside of this facility when I was told by the young lady that I could not record inside of this building. And so they called the police on me. And the police, of course, I walked in with him. I went back outside, got one of my cards, gave the young lady a copy of it, as well as the police officer. I can't understand how people in positions of leadership and authority do not know the First Amendment rights, nor freedom of the press, and your right to know. I'm gonna continue to do what the Founding Fathers set up in our beloved nation, although some people may not understand it. I have absolutely no intentions of giving up the rights of the people. The people have a right to know. And we have gotten complaints. I was called last week about some alleged irregularities at this particular voting area in the state of Georgia in Coffee County. And so I came here today to seek copies of complaints and forms, and I understand that some people have actually requested to sit down with me in front of the camera to tell their story. So this is why I'm here, for no other reason than to record the truth for you, because you do have a right to know. Once again, to Get To Free Press with George Boston Rhymes. I can be found on Facebook, Boston G.B.R. I can be found on YouTube, Boston G.B.R. as I said. And you also can go to GeorgeBostonRhymes.com. You can also go to BostonGBR.com, wherein I have nearly 2 million views and 4,300 subscribers. I've been doing this for a long time. I do it because as a retired military veteran, I know that we have rights, especially when we put our life on the line to preserve these rights for all Americans, not just for a few, Democrat, Party, or Green Party, Independent, but for everybody. And this is what it's all about. And I'm going to be here a while today. I may come back to the polling place a little later on, but I promise you, I will share this video with you. I'm about to leave now, but I will be back.
However, was a no-show.
I won't go into that. That was prior to.
You won't go into it because you know it's a lie.
That's what I'm with you, 100%, George.
I mean,
thank you.
You know
So
it's a lie.
let's. I won't go into that. That was prior to.
You won't go into it because you know it's a lie.
That's what I'm with you, 100%, George.
I mean,
thank you.
You know
So
it's a lie.
let's. I won't go into that. That was prior to.
You won't go into it because you know it's a lie.
That's what I'm with you, 100%, George.
I mean,
thank you.
You know
So
it's a lie.
let's.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
TV channel going. The young lady that told me don't support me. I have never, no one has ever seen me grab anybody's camera. Nobody has ever seen me touch another human being in Gordon. And I'm saying that is the temple in this area. And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olsen need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand. We have pleaded in several cities, and we have asked that our leaders come to try and resolve the situation. As you can see, the tensions are high, but I have never taught anyone. Yet this afternoon, the young lady grabbed my camera, as you saw. As you listen. Listen, please. Listen. This is why the governor of the state of Georgia, needs to step in. Nathan Deal, Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp. This is why the Georgia elected officials need to come into Gordon, Georgia. This is why the governor of the state of Georgia, the Georgia Attorney General, for Eric Holder, the Justice Department, President Barack Obama, in all these southern cities. This is what is happening. And yet nobody, NAACP, the SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, notice, look, listen.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
Candidates for city council and mayor in Gordon had a chance to sound off to voters at a forum Monday night. Justin McDuffie tells us one person many wanted to hear from, however, was a no-show.
It only proves what I've been saying to the governor, to the Attorney General Sam Olens, to the Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, that there is major problems here in the state of Georgia.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olsen need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand. We have pleaded in several cities, and we have asked that our leaders come to try and resolve the situation.
We decided, I'm going to let you know, we decided not to answer any questions. That was Mr. Harris answering y'all those questions, so I respect y'all not to ask me any questions as well. Just stick to your statement and be done with that. So we're not going to answer any questions because of fear of manipulation. So with that said, I'm going to introduce Ms. Olivia Pearson, City Commissioner.
Thank you, again, thank you, Mr. Worthy. To begin, I'm gonna fall back on something that Mr. Presley mentioned. He said that you stated that it had nothing to do with the group. Well, I'm not sure that you stated it didn't have anything to do with the group. I know just a minute ago, Jerry Hudson said it was mainly on Douglas Now, it was mainly about Bobby Worthy.
His article was.
Not quite. Supported
we said.
No, that's not all you said. That's not all you said. You said supported by Commissioner Pearson. What was supported by Commissioner Pearson?
The meeting.
The meeting that I called, that's exactly right. I called the meeting. Justice League did not call the meeting, first and foremost. They didn't call the meeting. I held a meeting through Southern Rural Black Women's Initiative for Economic and Social Justice. I invited Mr. Bobby Worthy and the NAACP. Let me finish, Mr. Hudson.
That was the point of the article, of the mention of you.
No. You claim that the Justice League held this meeting, which was a lie. It was a lie. You said it, as well as the Douglas Enterprise said it. Justice League did not hold a meeting here in Douglas, Georgia. Southern Rural Black Women's Initiative held a meeting. I invited Mr. Worthy. I invited Mr. O'Hara as district rep for the NAACP. I invited Mr. Hal Presley. And matter of fact, I invited the entire community of the city of Douglas, Coffee County, Georgia. I announced it on my city council meeting. So why in the world tell me would I hold a meeting that's going to succumb to or support hatred towards white people or any other people? Why would I hold a public announcement of a meeting like that? I haven't been in office for 15 years to do something so low down and dirty. See, you had your facts, you had your statements incorrect. Had you all given us the respect and decency to come and ask a question, Luke, you were at the meeting when I announced about that flyer. If you had a concern or issue about it being to hate white folks or kill white folks, seemed like to me you would have had the courtesy, being that you were there, to have came to me, Commissioner Pearson, what is this about? But no, not one of you, journalism fellas or lady, I'm not sure what part you played in it. So if you did play a part, excuse that comment. Not one of you had the decency or respect to come to me as an elected official and ask the question, what is this all about? A decent journalist who is seeking the truth has a moral and ethical obligation to go and get both sides of a story and not just print one side and not just assume. And none of you did that. So yes, I feel my life is threatened with something like this. And you sat there when Mr. Presley asked the question, have you gotten any feedback from anybody? Nobody would say anything. You didn't answer it. But I already know the answer to it. You've gotten feedback because I've gotten feedback. I've gotten feedback from white people. I've got feedback from black people. And they're not satisfied with it, black or white. And they have all said to me, Olivia, we know that's not true. So some people who might not know me might not know. But those who know me know I wouldn't take part in anything that's going to deal with hatred or killing or anything in breaking the law. So on now today, you all want to come and be a part of this press release, this news conference on today, after you have done your damage. Because like I say, damage has been done. Because don't everybody know all of us and what we stand for. It's just the grace of God that those who do know us know we wouldn't dare partake of any such foolishness.
Amen.
And I feel like what you're doing is displaying what you have in your heart to print something like this.
Amen.
Yes. I can say to you, not one of you have ever had me to say anything racist to you, to say anything about hatred to you, in dealing with your media and dealing with me. None of you can say that I've ever said anything racist. If it's right, if it's a fact about what has happened, and it might tend to lean on one side of the color line or the other, call it what you may. But God be my judge. He knows my heart. And know I wouldn't partake of anything such as this that you all have intended to influence this community to believe.
Amen.
So, and dig and talk about the use of the Coley Center. Get the records about the Coley Center. You dig on and see what you find. If anybody got any money for using the Coley Center, it definitely was not Commissioner Olivia Coley Pearson.
Right?
I have never used the Coley Center or any facility of the city of Douglas in an inappropriate manner. That's why I announced the meeting of that we were having on October 3rd. That's why I announced it at my city council meeting. And I said then, anybody who is concerned about the community and would like to help and take part, please come. That was my request. But you all are tending to try to divide this community more and more and more. I'm concerned as to who employs the Douglas 9 employees, as well as the Douglas Enterprise. What do these people stand for? I'm really surprised at this time. I'm surprised. Because your editors should have told you, go get the other side. See what they have to say about it before we print this.
Should have been fast-checked.
It should have been.
Should have been fast-checked.
And it's sad. It's sad because it's too late in the day with too much everything that's going on in our surroundings and our communities and our different states. It's too much and too late in the day to try to print something like this to make white folk feel that they need to go and buy guns, which was announced at a church meeting. Announced at church by a white lady that she needs to go and buy a gun because of this group that has been formed. And I suggest to the rest of y'all that y'all go by one is what she was quoted as saying. So if it's in y'all's heart to cause this kind of deliberate tension and division, you need to go check yourselves.
They damage the community.
You need to go check yourselves. God is not pleased. God is not pleased. When I chose to run for office, I found all kind of opposition. Some by black folks, but some by white folks. And ever since I've been in office, I've had to deal with you all saying statements that were not true, trying to blemish my name. So whatever it is you're seeking, I hope you find it. But I can tell you, my name is not going to be blemished because the people know what I stand for. When I talk to the white city employees, Commissioner Pearson, we know you're not like that. But like I say, my concern is the people who do not know me. Who do not know me.
Amen.
Because my mother, an honorable woman, who I got emails and texts from people telling me when I expressed what was going on my Facebook page, they said, we know what your mother stood for. We know she didn't raise you that way. But I'm wondering, how have you all been raised? Yes, I'm wondering today. I'm wondering today. Because somebody from the media should have had the decency to see the true facts so justice would be known and would prevail.
That's right.
This plaque, since you all say recent altercation shines light on new militant organization, that's what y'all said. That's what y'all said. And I'm trying to find out where's this militant organization at. Because it's not us. It's not us. Some of us can barely walk. We are elderly. Walking with sticks. But we are militant. Because we state what is the truth. We're seeking to make the community better, which is what I said at that city council meeting when I announced that meeting on October 3rd. So how did militant organization come out of it? It's wrong. The meeting I had, Southern Rural Black Women, has been here in Douglas, Coffee County since 1999. And I was asked to chair and lead this group. Southern Rural Black Women's Initiative for Economic and Social Justice. Not just justice for black people or black women, but it's geared toward women. Because women have had a difficult time finding daycare, someone to keep their kids so they can go to work, trying to finish and get a GED so they can get a good job. That's why this group was formed and has received federal monies and monies from private groups to help people who are a part of this to better their lives. And you would take the meeting we held, which was hosted by Southern Rural Black Women, and distort the facts. Shame on you. Shame on you.
been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
Roger B. Tawney, a Southerner, reads a decision that says that Dred Scott, as a black person, and black people generally, had never been, were not then, could never be citizens of the United States, and as such have no rights which white men are bound to respect.
No, we're not finished. Well, we don't have to go. If y'all want to stay in here, because from this point on, we need to be. Nobody said yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Did you second the motion? I second it. I don't think this is right. But y'all don't have to go because this is not right. Y'all can go ahead and voice your opinion. What we got to do are y'all as citizens got to stick together.
I've never seen a city council meeting operate like this
I don't
before.
understand how we allow the city attorney to control our meetings. They already, see, all of this was done without my say so. He's not even our attorney. That's not an attorney.
He sent somebody in every time. Because you went to this meeting Saturday, and this is why he sent him, because he don't want to answer your question. It's the reason that he didn't come. That's right.
He already know what it is. He's doing double duty. But if I find out that he's having another council meeting and he can't be here, get rid of him. We need to have somebody that can represent us.
That's right. He told him to walk out and walked out.
That's why she bring him in. That's why she bring him in.
He must have seen his name.
That's why she bring him in. That's why.
He seen the last name.
And they can't stop nobody from laughing. You got it right.
You can't say it down, right?
I don't know. That's why she bring them all in. That's why. Don't want no black folks. Them that don't want to do right, they need to get them off there. They need to get rid of every damn thing from up here. All of them. The kids are supposed to be bringing for the they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They need to just get rid of it. They need to get rid of it. Marshall don't need to be back in damn me. They need to get rid of that woman up there. They need to get rid of her and Renee were about to drop in there. She sure did. Looking like a fried hawk. The council member need to get rid of her and her. Now them council members need to get rid of that shit, man. They need to get that shit over there.
Petition, sign petition. They don't want to leave.
Meg ain't never been like this. So late is it? Ain't never been like that. Until we got these roads and trenches in here. I pay taxes. I ain't never been like this here. I'm telling you, ain't never been like this here. I'm born and raised here. You ain't never been able to speak up for yourself. Every time they try to damn block. They need to just get rid of them. That's what they need to do. Make me make it. All I would need him to get myself on the camera. You ain't do nobody take the money like she did that over there in damn food. That's why she can't get a girl up and not pay the money and nothing.
Kill, do something, kill me, but they ain't help. I ain't gonna pay my water bill, nothing like that.
Yeah, I visit 4 in Georgia. No, sir. Six. Six.
They know what they're doing. They need to send that woman back. They know what they're doing. Renee too.
Everything in there.
How they make her feel now?
She made it herself. She ain't never turned in her application for a job, but she won't give it to them. Renee. Okay, and how is they get paid? They ain't turned their application in.
Let me see what Uncle Lady talking about.
I tell you what's going on. We can't go back in, y'all.
Let it back in.
And it looks as if though this is the mayor's office, and they seem to be.
This is the only place they get right now.
And they are changing the lock. Go ahead, brother Tim. What you? Go ahead.
Yeah, you know they won't let her in the other offices. They throw her out over there.
Right.
They put her in this place office over here. Now they're changing the locks on it. Now where she can't get in there.
Wow.
Now they canceled the meeting tonight.
Yeah.
At the last minute.
Have you ever seen anything like this before, man?
I never. You know they arrested the mayor, though.
Yeah, I heard about that.
For that disorderly conduct.
Yeah. What did she do? You know?
I don't know, but you know, disorderly conduct might be
anything. That's right. Anything.
It's a catch-22.
Right.
You know, unless you start cussing somebody or threatening you know, violence or something, that's different. But Linda ain't done nothing. Linda did not do nothing.
Why are you rating the state officials like the Secretary of State and the Attorney General and the governor? I mean, they got the same problems in Gordon, Georgia.
I don't know why we can't get no help. I tell you, I've never
seen nothing like this before.
Mr. Willie Charles, how you doing?
Yeah, he doing his job.
Don't take it personal, bro. We you know, we
how
understand.
You doing, Mr. Willie Charles?
Right, I'm doing my job.
We know, we got you.
I hope you find a better one because you're a better man than this. You're a good guy. And you need to do that. You need to show it. You're a good man. You're much better than this, Mr. Willie Charles. Much better. I know it, but he's still a better man.
And we can't under Governor Nathan Deal, Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, Attorney General Sam Olens. I just can't understand. Nobody in the state of Georgia will come down. And what are they waiting? Are they waiting for people to get violent? It seems like that might be what they're waiting on.
I don't know what they're waiting on either.
What do you think about this? You ever seen this before? What do you think about this?
I've never seen this in my life.
But what do you think about the mayor being arrested?
I'm shocked. I'm appalled. I'm embarrassed for Meigs. I love this place. I mean, this is a good place. And the people here are good.
But had you ever seen this before?
Never. And I've lived in the city majority of my life, and I still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it. I'm very embarrassed for Meigs. I'm embarrassed at the personnel, the people, and how they're putting people in bad positions.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's not right. Well, and so my advice to you, if you voted for her, Linda, the mayor, when you go in City Hall, you better take somebody else with you, because what they tried to do was intimidate and get me in the point that they was going to call it a hostile thing again. I know what I'm talking about, because I've been in law enforcement. I've seen where it was going. I turned around and walked out. Officer Rawls, the chief there, went up there, tried to get on the agenda, flatly refused him. What did I tell you? It was full or something like that?
That's what she told me when I tried to get on. I tried to get on the agenda. She told me it was full because I wanted to talk about my dismissal. She told me that I could, and the council wasn't going to listen to me in the first place. So she wasn't going to let me on the agenda. So I'm like, well, why won't they listen to me? She said, then she goes on to say that we're not going to hire you back anyway. You haven't been here 60 days. I said, well, that's why, Renee was terminated, and you told her that she had 5 days to appeal it with the council, and you all granted her job back. So I feel like I should be at least heard and be granted mine back as well, because I know I haven't done anything but done my job.
And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olsen need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand.
Mayor, before you meeting.
me.
Because it
Excuse
was
me.
not a
Excuse
location noted
me.
of the call meeting, and I
Excuse
consider
me,
this a
this is,
special meeting, and I want that on the record tomorrow.
City of Gordon, call meeting, council agenda.
Mayor, if there's not a quorum, you cannot open the meeting.
Excuse me.
I want that on the record too
This
tomorrow.
is not a call meeting.
That's what it says. You notify everybody that it's a call meeting, Mayor.
The mere fact of the matter is that it was a call meeting, but due to the fact, we've just started, and it takes 4 to make a quorum.
That's true.
So if 4 are not here present, then it cannot be called, we cannot hold a meeting.
That's correct.
But, and we don't need response from the audience. It would be nice if everybody would just, sit and be attentive as adults are. So because of it not being you cannot have a quorum, the simple fact would be that we were here to discuss the situation with the water. And,
It's not a meeting.
this is not a meeting, so you can excuse yourself. And this discussion is very critical because it demands our most urgent attention and action. And we have until the 10th of April to comply with EPA's regulation.
What's gonna happen? So?
Council,
There's no
Brooklyn has
council
done a
here,
great
Mayor.
job in.
There's no council here, Mayor, it's
Yeah.
not a quorum. You cannot call this
Judy.
council. This is not a meeting.
This is just a public talking, that's all it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, just.
Thank you, Mayor.
Discussion.
Thank you, Chief.
Take that off the record, it's not a meeting.
This is our chief of police, And what was that question you asked the mayor again?
When will we get our checks today, is the question I asked. And you asked, but you said the check's already been signed. I said, but we got to have the money transferred in the account to pay all the employees.
Oh, the money transferred in
Yeah.
the account. And I asked you, why didn't the clerk come and bring this to my attention? Because just signing checks and see, she handles that.
Well, it's
The
because
mayor-
she did say that she had notified you about, you had other signatures you got to sign on some of the accounts.
That's what she told you.
That's what she told me.
She told you, but she had not shared that with me.
That's between you and her.
Exactly. And I do know that, but normally you don't come in, you've never asked, and I've sent out a policy to you all stating that checks would, according to policy and procedure, that for checks, you don't get paid anytime past, prior to Fridays. And so the understanding is that you all would get paid on Fridays, every other Friday
Well,
after 2 o'clock.
I don't want to get into detail.
Yeah.
Go
let
ahead,
me
finish. I'm sorry.
But this is what I'm saying. So for you to come in and ask, when is the deposit or transfer is going to be made to cover the checks, then I think that's something that should clearly come from the clerk rather than from the chief of police, because all you were wanting to do is get your check.
That's all I want to do is get my check.
Exactly, and I'm understanding, but see, that's the.
I don't want my check, my employees want their checks.
Exactly, and everybody wants their check. I would want mine too, but I don't handle the financing of that. She does, and so, you know, if you further would like to direct something, then she should need to come to me and let me know.
Well, I do have one question, if you don't mind. I know policy and procedure. Policy and procedure is a practice of a daily routine, monthly to monthly, weekly to weekly.
Should be.
And before, for the, I couldn't tell you how many years, last 18 years or so, we've always gotten checks on Thursday. This is no big deal waiting another day to get a check. I don't care.
Right.
But, you know, that was policy and procedure then.
Is that right? Well.
That was policy and procedure then, and then it got changed to a Friday. And it kind of destroyed all the employees in the city.
It felt like we was being punished. This is just what, from the water crew, from the police department, from other departments, it's like, dang, you know, why is it on Friday now instead of Thursdays?
Well,
It's always been Thursdays at 2 o'clock.
let me say this, I have
But Fridays at 2 o'clock, so it's not a big issue, you know, nobody got ill or been out of shape, but they say, you know,
I understand.
why are we getting punished instead of Thursday now, it's Friday? And if we don't get to change by 5 o'clock, then we're gonna be late on some bills on Monday morning.
And you know, that's a good question, but, Chief, I have to abide by what's written in policy and procedure, and that's been here. As a matter of fact, you might need to go back, I believe it's the personnel policy for the city of Gordon since 2007, and I've not seen it there where it was written on a Thursday. I'm trying to see if I could get you one.
I've already read it.
Just have a sit
I've
down.
already read it, and it says, the payroll ends from the second Friday.
Right, and the employees are to be paid every other Friday, is what it states. And so I'm now about what others are feeling, it's what's written in stone.
Well, what's written in stone, what's been written and recorded, as far as all the statements from all the banking, from all the payroll has been Thursday, so that's actually policy there.
Well, until something else is proven and provided to me, it is written in stone in the personnel policy, and I don't like to,
Yeah, I understand, but I just know how policy is, practical policy and, written policy. I know if you use the daily routine, weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever, and you go that many years with it, it can beat out what's written. I've been to many classes on policies.
and you may have, and I'm not,
And they tell you what you practice is policy, not by what's written down. What's written down is policy. But if you keep practicing, and like if I practice, I change and make my own policies at the police department, which I'm not supposed to do, and I can't do. But if I keep letting things go one way, and not going by the policy book, then something happens, then it falls back on top of me, and it falls back on the city. So, well, hey, he wasn't going by policy. But the employees, the way the law looks at it, was the daily practice is policy.
And just to say, and to make you, once more again, let me reiterate that this is policy that I'm practicing. No other, the bottom line is just policy. Policy for the city of Gordon that's been written in stone prior to my comment. And so I have to abide by the rules and regulations of written in the personnel policy until it's revised.
I understand
And thank
that.
you so much.
I understand that.
That's a good point. However, I wish the clerk had come to me and posed that question to me. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
It's me, I need my minute books.
Okay, let me say this. I have the minute books, and if you need them, you need to go in
Do
there.
you realize you're supposed to look at those in my presence too? I'm the official record custodian. I am responsible
Clerk
for those.
Brown, good afternoon. And would you please
I don't
leave?
think so.
Please exit my office, please.
It is.
You're violating.
They,
I am the official record. You're not even supposed to take those
and
out of my office.
was it as advised?
Those are the official
by
signed
the city
signature
attorney.
on there. You're very rude.
Leave it running. Leave it running.
And Mr. Rhines has no right to those records without open record
Please
request.
exit my office.
And don't forget
Please
you haven't done your,
exit my
But it
you
is,
have not signed
we
your
was
checks
advised,
either.
they was advised, she was advised by the attorney.
The city
Please
attorney told me
exit
to
my
tell you
office.
that. You're violating the
Please
rules.
exit my office. Y'all are being insubordinate.
No, ma'am, you're being rude and disrespectful to your
Exit
employees.
my office, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
the attorneys will be contacted.
Thank you.
From you all week since last week.
The proper papers have been signed.
This is none of your concern, Mr. Rhines.
The proper papers have been signed.
No, they have not, Mayor.
What is it that needs to be
I
signed?
told you Wednesday. You had the checkbook last Friday, you lost it. I did my part, I wrote the replacement check, you have not signed it.
clerk, bring the check in here. If there's a check to be signed, please bring it in. If she has a check, why would she be holding a check?
Waiting on you to sign.
That was the first thing she should have brought in for me to sign.
Well, yeah, I've been here. I've had them ready yesterday, because you told me to void them and start over. I've been waiting on you.
Clerk, hand me the checks, please.
Please sit here. I'm not letting these out of my sight again.
Please hand me the
No, ma'am.
checks.
Sit right here.
Please hand me
You're
the
not
checks.
gonna take these out of my presence again, because you know what happened last time.
Please hand me the checks. What checks are those?
These are the replacement
checks.
checks. They're
Thank
not to
you.
leave my office.
Thank you. Wow. Could I possibly use your pen?
Because that's already cost the city almost $500 having to do that.
Excuse me, Susan, you're free to go.
She's waiting on her check.
Just
Go
get your
get it
check.
for her. She can't have a check because it's not the bank.
Oh, excuse me. Clerk, would you please come over and look at this machine? It's not operating. Clerk Hopper, please. Thank you.
What's the matter? Jams?
Jam or something. Did you get it? These are not the payroll checks.
They're transfer check. I told you that earlier in the week.
These are not the payroll. The payroll is
That,
already
if you don't
ready.
sign that 3,000 payroll check, the
The
library
payroll-
checks are going to bounce.
Just
And then you're
over
gonna be in
$3,000.
violation. One of their checks will bounce if you do not sign that check.
Okay, just go and have a seat.
No, ma'am, I'm not letting those out of my sight. No, ma'am. You done lost one set of them.
Excuse
Come on,
me.
Mike.
I will come in my office and I will sign.
We
the
will
check.
come in here with you.
And you are not allowed.
I'm coming in there with you.
You are not allowed in my office, clerk.
I want the checks back, ma'am.
You will get them back.
Come on, Mike.
You will, just stand right there.
I'm gonna sit here and watch you sign them and put them back in my hand.
Thank you.
Would you like to be treated like this over your check? I wouldn't either. I've been trying since last Friday to get this done.
Wow. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
I think you do, but, you know.
Never, ever. These are the same two individuals that said Mayor Turner stood over them and treated them
He has
like
never treated us
slaves.
as bad as you. Nobody in
And
my life.
prior to my being sworn in, they sat right there and said that the mayor told them that he could fire them up a minute before I was sworn in. Now, this came from the chief of police.
That didn't come from
and
me,
the
said he
clerk.
couldn't fire me.
That's her opinion. Just let her
Yeah.
have it. He has never treated me in the manner that you have. Nobody in my entire life.
That was what you stated.
No, ma'am, I
Please
disagree
be
with
quiet.
you. Excuse me. Not even employees.
You already
employers
usurping
can talk to.
authority.
You're right. Thank you, Mike.
This room here's the coldest room, and it's the hottest room. It's the hottest in the wintertime, and it's the coldest in the summertime. Because it, wet ductwork runs from that air conditioner outside to here. It's a smaller room, and this here gets cold in the winter. I mean, in the summertime, it gets hot in the wintertime. It's hard to keep it regulated.
Yeah, that's why it needs to be on its own.
They just need ductwork.
Because see, what happens is that when it's hot in there, it's cold in here.
That's
So
what I'm
gonna
saying,
have
it's
to get
cold.
it rerouted, so that'd be something I can put on the, that'd be something I'll put on the
We actually,
agenda
they
to
actually
get
talked
someone
about
to come in.
it. They actually talked about it before about having it done.
That's gonna be something.
Because it stays hot in the big office. because it's a big room.
Exactly.
And they said the air conditioning folks said that they could redo the duct work to redirect most of the air, the cold air and the hot air into the bigger room.
Oh, thank you for the invoice, copies
You're
of the
welcome.
invoice. These were the first that I've
That's the
had.
second copy
I've
you've
gone
had.
through all of this
That's
and
the
it's
second
not in
copy
there.
you've had.
It's the first.
Second, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's see right there. And the employees' checks were signed Wednesday.
They're
so
no good
that
without
should
the
not.
transfer checks.
Yeah, we can't cash
They're
them
no
unless
good
we
without
have
the
money.
transfer
That
checks.
should not be a
It's
problem.
a big problem.
That should not be a
You
problem.
don't
They were
understand how
signed.
payroll works. I've tried to tell you numerous times.
Um,
Not being rude, but I just want you to understand.
I understand.
Without the transfer checks, the money's not in there to meet the payroll checks. You have to do it.
And to bring the chief of police in
Yes,
to.
ma'am.
To,
He wanted his check.
Right.
She didn't
They've
bring him in
already been
enough,
signed.
and I come in
They've
Yes,
already
sir.
relying on the
excuse
checks.
me.
Yes, sir.
I can't talk over you all, and I'm not going to talk over you
Now,
all.
because I'm telling you the fact about it, the reason why I come in, don't make accusations about why I come in. I come in
Chief,
from my
I
own,
need to.
come in from my own will for,
I need
for my
you to be
employees'
quiet.
checks. And I will be quiet now.
Thank you.
I got it out what I need to say.
Thank you. This has never been a problem. Let's see.
I mean, I never come in and never disrespect you. I've always been nice like
And I would
you
hope
to
today
you.
that you don't ever start today, as of today. This is the first and last that you would ever come in and even with anything inquiring, because first of all, it should have been dealt with by the clerk.
I've been
Clerk
trying
Brown.
since last Friday, ma'am.
And
I've
because
done
you
all I
came
can do.
in, I mean, it doesn't set the tone for anything except to make matters worse.
Now, I've been trying for a whole week. You have not cooperated.
Excuse me. Before I do anything, y'all excuse me.
Go ahead. You walk faster.
This is what I do. I have a copy of all the checks that I have ever received. Now let's make a copy, keep a copy for my records.
I do too, and I got where only my name's on the check, hers is not because she lost them.
I never received. I can't lose
She got
anything.
them. I
I
saw them
never
in her
had.
hand Friday
This is the
evening.
clerk.
Never came
This is
back.
a typical example of what the mayor goes through.
I am the official records custodian. That is my job. That's all I'm gonna say.
Since day one, this is what the mayor has encountered. I refuse to have an employee subject myself to such disdainfulness. Meaning the previous times it was stated that I, as a mayor, said that I would file them. I was lied on then, I'm being lied on now. Never said a word to either one of them.
I'm so glad you got that part recorded, sir. Thank you.
I personally told them that. Never.
You person told us what?
Say that one more
I
time.
didn't even hear you.
She's got it.
Know the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Quite welcome.
I'm sure the employees will too. Thank you.
Quite welcome.
There's a battery holding up, man.
Have a good day.
Let's get back to the back.
The mere fact of the matter is this is what I have to endure. And let it be known for the record that we will have to get someone in, a higher chief is totally out of order. And be it known today that I would like to have a copy of the record of this video or DVD to send to Judge Robert Reeves.
And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olsen need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand. We have pleaded in several cities, and we have asked that our leaders come to try and resolve the situation.
Candidates for city council and mayor in Gordon had a chance to sound off to voters at a forum Monday night. Justin McDuffie tells us one person many wanted to hear from, however, was a no-show.
This is the Get To Free Press, and I'm George Boster-Rhines, and I'm in Valdosta, Georgia. And I just watched Channel 13 TV station, and I found some very untruthful facts from that TV station. They were disgraceful. It was an outright lie, and I am saddened that a TV station would do that at the time of an election. It only proves what I've been saying to the governor, to the Attorney General Sam Olens, to the Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, that there is major problems here in the state of Georgia. Now, after watching the TV station, I have Mary Ann Whipplew, the mayor of Gordon, the first female mayor of that little town, the first black female mayor, and the first black mayor ever. And from the time that she took office, she's been under attack, wherein Turner said she had a responsibility to account for the budget and the finances of that city. I have visited Gordon many times, and I know the rest of the story, and I have documented the rest of the story. And we know who stood in the way of her getting that forensic audit. We know who stood against the late finance chair, Terry Reese, who said he did not trust Attorney Boone, who said there was a need for a forensic audit to get a handle on the finances of Gordon, because a city of Gordon with less than 3,000 people should not have 19 banking accounts. He said he did not know how much money was in the accounts, and he demanded that the crooks be behind bars. He said that to me and others, that I want to see those crooks in jail. Now, as far as former Mayor Turner speaking about no racism, no race problems in the city of Gordon, well, I will not address that, but I will say to WMAZ, where have you been, TV station? I have it all documented, and I am willing to stand before any news media from Atlanta to the Florida line to refute everything that is said in that video. Now, let me pause, because I do have the historic mayor, Mary Ann Whipplew, on the line. Mayor, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm wonderful. And yourself?
I'm outstanding. I'm outstanding. What I would like to do, Mayor, is that I was outraged. I received a call from a citizen in Gordon, and they told me what the TV station had said. And so, are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay. So, can you tell me? They played off in terms of why you was not at this meeting that was at the political forum. So just tell me what happened that I may not know about, and what the people will not know, because they are going to believe what the TV station said. Just tell us your story.
Well, George, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to respond to that question. What happened on the evening yesterday regarding that forum, I received an email from Donna Asbell, who is the Gordon Better Hometown manager, requesting that a candidate forum for all the candidates for October 30th, 2017. And I received that email from her on October 11th, 2017 at 6:18 p.m. and stating that they would be inviting all the candidates to participate in that forum. Well, I kind of responded to her on October 17th, saying, "Good morning, Donna. Thank you for inviting me to the candidate board. Unfortunately, and due to a prior commitment, I will not be able to attend." Well, as you know, in the TV stated, Channel 13, that they tried to reach me and could not reach me. And as I stated, they were never told that I responded to her email stating that I would not be available and that I had a prior commitment on that date. The news media nor others concerned were never told this, George.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, why do you think they would deliberately do this, Mayor?
Intentionally to defame my character.
Well, what I
as usual, I mean, this has been ongoing, as you stated in your, in the conversation just a few minutes ago. This has all been pre-planned ever since the request for the council voted to have a forensic audit done. All hell on the other side of heaven broke loose.
Mayor, why do you think, I think it was the same people that they interviewed on that TV station, are they not the people who have fought you from step one? Can you explain a little bit on what has Mayor Pro Tem Terry Edith done, and what has Etheridge done? Give me a little synopsis on all those people that I saw tonight on Channel 13 TV station. Undoubtedly, Channel 13 just don't understand what's been going on.
I'm sure they've been watching it as well, George, but to be blindsided, I can't say that they are because all of this is out there. You've placed it on the website, and even though the blind man may not can see, but at least he can hear it enough to know that there's enough information out there. This is nothing no more than that group of the concerned citizens.
Okay, so I see you a conservative in not criticizing anyone, and I appreciate that. I really do, Madam Mayor. But I will say that Terry Edie, I have it documented on video, his opposition to you. I have Councilman Densley in opposition to you. I have Wynn in opposition to you. I have a former one who was there. I can't think of his name now. All those were against you. And the people on the street speak about the Gordon Coalition. And they say it's a group of people who fought you at every level. And that's what I saw on Channel 13 WMAZ TV station. And to me, for a news media to put that type of information out to the general public right before an election is cause and concern for, in my most humble opinion, who have covered 18 to 35 cities in the state of Georgia with likewise problem that has gone unaddressed, need to call the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, that's dealing with the Board of Elections, as well as the governor of the state of Georgia, as well as Attorney General Sam Olens, to look into what has been going on in Gordon, because this very well could, Mayor, be a deciding factor in your mayoral race. And I just believe that somebody may need to call for some assistance from state level, if not the federal government.
Absolutely. I'm in total agreement. And as you know, the media itself, all of the local stations here, I will call their names, Channel 24, Channel 41, Channel 13, they've been very biased since the beginnings.
Now, Mayor, in Channel 13 article, somebody called me for Gordon. Madam Mayor, you didn't call me, did you, tonight? Not concerning this issue, did you?
No, I did not.
Somebody called me from Gordon, and they said to me, go to that TV station and George and watch how they lied on that TV station. And that's what I did. And when I got that call from the individual, I sat there and I watched it. I'm going to play it next, in fact. I made comments in that video. I stopped it and I paused it, even about your opposition, Mr. Turner, which I can't vote there in your city, no way, but I can report the truth over a falsehood for reasons unknown to me. And so, Madam,
that's what you've done always. You've always, and as a matter of fact, we have, and I can say we, because we, you are the free press, And with what you've always reported was always the truth and accuracy. And had it not been for you, the folk would not have known the truth. The truth may not have very well been told.
Okay, now, Mayor, my question that I wanted to ask you was this, because they made a big issue out of this. They went, Channel 13 reporter went to, I think that was the entranceway to your property, and on the phone with the cameras rolling, said that they had tried to call you, but you did not answer, and he had the answer machine. Did you not give me a complete interview years ago, because you stated that you did not trust the news media to report your story, and that's why you consented to a full interview, the first one I think you ever done with anybody, because you didn't trust the local news media. Why?
And I still don't. I still don't.
Why not?
The tide has not changed. If you do things the same way, I've always been told you'll get the same result. And the state TV stations have not changed. As a matter of fact, George, and I know you didn't ask me, but I personally called Channel 13, asked them to come down and, do a report about what they were doing to my political signs here. I mean, each sign being, 3 of them, George, being size 4 by 8, taken. It looks like someone used a knife, a switchblade, lock knife, I'm sorry, to slash it. And that was after the storm, Hurricane Irma. And then that didn't set well with them. They went back and took whatever they did and cut it out, everything out of the middle. So had that been a storm that would have struck those posters, it would have knocked the signs down and left some type of debris. But they defaced the signs, and here in the city of Gordon, one of my signs has been taken over to one of the, she's employed for the Postal Service. And she brought a lawsuit against me stating that I had threatened her back in, I believe, 2015, and that's Kelly Robinson. I will call her name. Well, over in her parents' yard is one of my signs, been defaced, drawn with the black paint and spray painted with a line drawn through it, saying no for Mary Whipaloo. And I went to the police department and filed a complaint to my chief of police. And he tells me that maybe somebody just gave it to her. And they have no way of knowing. But regardless, no one has the right to take someone's sign and deface it or sabotage it in any way.
Madam Mayor, Madam Mayor, are you telling me that you brought that up to the news media and they did not do anything?
Absolutely. The general manager said that was not newsworthy.
Not newsworthy. Okay, well,
only interested in the forum. Channel 13 said that they were only interested in the forum that was going to take place.
Well, Madam Mayor, once again, because I like for people to be very clear on the point that I try to make, I want you to explain this, because I have listened to, I received an audio copy of the council meeting for October the 16th, and I was getting ready to post it tonight until I received the phone call from somebody that lives in Gordon, and I stopped to listen to Channel 13 News, and so I decided to hold off on that, but it will be posted in a couple of days. But right now, I got to report this interview that we are doing to the general public, along with Channel 13, in my most humble opinion, disgraceful and inaccurate report. I'm covering 18 to 35 cities, and I have to admit that that is the most one-sided television broadcast I ever seen in my life, and especially in dealing with journalism.
Absolutely.
So in conclusion, Mayor, how's your campaign going so far as you see it?
It's going great. I'm out meeting the people. The people are excited about, for the first time voters. We've got people doing early voting and doing absentee absentee ballots.
Well, how's the turnout?
Well, I've been keeping contact.
So, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
As I watch the TV station, Channel 13, your candidate, I mean, your opposition said that Gordon did not have any racial problems. Everybody got along fine until you took office, it seemed like. I don't want you to get in no controversy, but have you not encountered a lot of racial issues that also your husband, the late Mr. Lou, talked about and addressed, and we have it on video?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is something that maybe he's not aware of either, but we have it all documented, and I'm willing to, as I said on my video that I'm going to post tonight, that I'm willing to sit down with Channel 13 or the Atlanta Journal and Constitution or WSB out of Atlanta or CNN or MSNBC, if they would like to interview me to prove that a lot of the information that was given tonight could very well persuade people to do something that is not based on facts.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now there in Gordon, how is the budget is sitting with you all there in the city right now? How are your finances?
Well, George, we're not broke.
You're not.
As a matter of fact, the auditors had said that we had plenty of liquid that we could use, but you know the same old soup warmed over is that now we're in a crisis. We're $400, I believe, $1,000 over spending. And with all of that being said, we're having to do major cuts. Once more again, this is to reflect as being negative towards me. And to make me look bad, I mean, with the water situation, we had one of the council members, Councilman, I'll call his name, Councilman Edie, to come and recommend to the council that we should go up on the increase the millage rate, in which we know throughout the state of the other municipalities are going up too. But with that being said, we just raised increased the garbage now with the millage, and now he's talking about increasing water rates. Well, with people with fixed incomes can't take too much of an increase if your income is fixed and you're not having the monies come in. And now, with that being said, we have not overspent because we've not done that. I can say, when I say we, I'm talking about council members. As far as the training, we've only attended 2 mandatory trainings. So, well, that was enough money budgeted for that. And with the, what shall I say, call them the unnecessary lawsuits and paying 2 attorneys when the charter only states 1 attorney, not a law firm. We've got a law firm we're paying, and they all show up at the meetings. Regardless of me being the mayor, they just show and get paid.
Madam Mayor.
Unnecessarily.
Madam Mayor, I have addressed that in the video I'm going to put up tomorrow concerning the October 16th meeting. But my question is, how many people in Gordon? Because here in Valdosta, we have over 51,000 people. And I've never seen, since 1975, I have never seen more than 1 attorney. But when I go to Gordon, I see 2 paid attorneys, plus, I guess, a paralegal or another lady. So 3 people at every meeting that the city taxpayers have to pay. Do you know how much Attorney Boone or that law firm have been given per year?
Well, you know, in the budget we allocate $5,000. Well, George, I must say that they, I believe, last year, if my memory serves me right, with the lawsuits unnecessary, they raked up about nearly $80,000.
$80,000. Okay.
Somewhere in that proximity, if not close to it.
Okay. And so that had impact on the budget as well, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then not long before that, well, we had the media, the Workers
Wait a minute now. You mean didn't go to court, or was there any papers filed in the court? There never was any paper filed in the courts, was it?
Never filed in the court. The council agreed to pay her. She asked the officers to arrest her and then turn around and filed a lawsuit and gained $45,000.
At taxpayers' expense.
Voted to give her $45,000.
At taxpayers' expense.
At taxpayers' expense.
Was anybody did anybody see that she repeatedly kept disrupting meetings that didn't have no impact on the reward of that money? Because we got video showing that she caused more disturbances. Am I right?
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
But yet she was rewarded by
rewarded for coming in, disrupting the meeting. Not only her, a few of the concerned citizens. I mean, never in the history of, and they want to make it all that it's the mayor's fault.
Madam Mayor.
Yes.
Did you not experience a room full of signs against you during council meetings? Since you've been there in Gordon, have you ever seen any other mayor to get the number of negative signs and etc. that you have endured since you became mayor?
Never.
Did the TV stations or radio stations, was they fair in getting that word out to the general public, like Channel 13? Did they publish that?
No, absolutely no. George, to be ridiculed, to be, just tortured. No one should ever have had to endure such dastardly disrespectfulness such as we've experienced. And it was all geared toward my being voted in as the first mayor and female.
Okay.
And a minority.
Okay. Well, Madam Mayor, I'm going to close this. I really, when I got the call from Gordon, I haven't been to Gordon in a good while. I was there a few weeks ago, but I did not come through to record the meeting. I was in a hurry. Looked like I'm going to have to return to Gordon. It's just so sad. I'm covering so many cities. You know, Miss Olivia Coley Pearson up there in Douglas, Georgia. I'm with her. She got to be in the courtroom next week. I've been up there the week before last with her. And I'm trying to cover all these areas that these black elected officials are under attack. You're not the only one, Mayor. I have tried.
Absolutely, and I understand that, George, and you know I know that, and we're so grateful and most gracious to you for such a time as this that you were there to present the truth. And to make a statement to that, the present governor himself has made a visit to Gordon. Governor Nathan Deal.
Yes.
They thought that he was coming to remove me. Well, the governor came to Gordon, but at the time, anytime a political figure comes into anyone's city, the mayor needs to be made aware. Well, I was made aware when he would be exiting, but never at the time that he would present. And so I said, in order to exit something, you have to have been there. And so my chief of police and anybody who had knowledge kept that information away from me. But nevertheless, I was able to be there and witness Governor Nathan Deal making his entrance into the city, and had the pleasure of having dialogue with him. So with that being said, all information that's pertinent for me and to me has not been presented since being in this position as mayor. I've not been afforded the opportunity to with the transition that should have been given me.
Well, Madam Mayor, first of all, is there any type of continuity folder in the city of Gordon that when you took office would tell you what to do as a guideline in the city of mayor? A lot of cities have what they call a continuity folder for the mayor or any office like that, so there will be no lapse in the information that have been preserved and perfected.
Absolutely, I'm sure there were, but that was withheld. The clerk deliberately, intentionally, and still does withhold information.
Do you actually?
And the moment she's exposed, well, she goes to the EOC and files a harassment complaint, and EOC paid them early on in just lies that were not true.
What?
They were placed in a hostile environment, and with the recordings and everything that you presented, with the videos and such, it was me, in retrospect, being mistreated.
So, Madam Mayor, short form, how many times, I wish you would have, how many times have you been taken to court since you took office, if you can explain it?
To say, numerically, to give a figure, I would say around 8 times.
And yet, you still in office, though?
I'm still in office.
You was accused, you was accused outside of the building there. What, did they find you guilty on any of those? I mean, what happened on some of the cases, short form?
Absolutely. For each court case that was brought against me, and I was always cleared.
But do you?
There was no evidence.
Yeah, but do you
substantiate any of these?
Yes, but do you think that Channel 13 and other news media outlet was fair in the way they reported the findings from the courts? And what about the Wilkinson County Post, the local paper there in Gordon? Did you think that they was fair in publicized to keep the voters informed, or do you think they possibly could have a misconception of what you is all about and what the outcome of the court cases were?
The news media never gave accurate reports of any findings of what. It was with a statement, perhaps, maybe, but nothing was ever presented in such a way that it would give me a good report, except with the Get-To press.
Madam Mayor,
none other than George Boston Wines.
Okay, Madam Mayor, I appreciate what you have said tonight. Like I said, I haven't talked to you in a long time. I mean, months I haven't talked to you, but like I said, I got a call tonight, and when I got the call, I was already working on a video from that October 16th meeting, just the audio that I received, and I was going to post it tonight, but I'm going to stay up probably another 5 hours to try to get this up, because I do want the people to have the right information, because it's sad.
People need to know.
Yep.
They need to know the truth.
Well, especially when they're going inside that voting booth to vote. They don't need any untruths to base their vote on. That's what make our republic such an outstanding nation in comparison to other nations, because we believe in every citizen having a right to vote, our First Amendment to have freedom of the press, and freedom of speech, and freedom of religion, and these things are very important, and it is what distinguishes us as a nation. And when I see news media networks and newspapers refuse to publish the truth, as a retired military veteran of 21 years during the Vietnam era veteran, I just find that very distasteful. Mayor, I will ask you to close in your own words and let me get to work.
Well, George, thank you so much for taking my side of the story.
Madam Mayor,
the rest of the truth.
Madam Mayor.
Now, one thing I can attest to is that necessarily I don't agree with always with the president, sitting president Trump, but one thing I can validate that I can agree with him and attest that the media is not my friend, not certain media, TV, that includes 24/41 and 13, Channel 13. But I can say with the Get-To Free Press, with George Boston Wines, it's been nothing but truth.
Well, Madam Mayor, you made a statement that I got to question you again on, because you say you thank me for getting your side of the story. I don't intend to get your side of the story. I intend to get the truth from you.
When I say about that, I mean truth.
Yeah, that's what I want, because I'm not getting your side of the story. I try to come straight down center.
Absolutely, reflecting the truth.
Okay, and the things that I speak on in this video and all other videos, if I cannot back them up by facts of video that took place at public meetings, not by what I said, but what citizens said, that's what I put my teeth in, because it's what the people say. And I will say again to Channel 13 and all the news media in the Middle District of Georgia. And I'm going to be honest, I know the code of ethics among the Associated Press, but when it comes to blatant untruths, I have to speak up against them. And I will consent to an interview from any TV station or any radio station. My number is area code 229-251-8645, and that's Boston G.B.R. At gmail.com. And I'm asking you to call me, and I will sit down. We will dialogue. I will come to where you at. You come where I am, and let's get the truth out, because Jesus said in St. John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth will set you free. And if we do not speak truth, you may win an election, but in the end, you're going to lose.
Absolutely.
Have a nice day, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
God bless.
God bless. It only proves what I've been saying to the governor, to the Attorney General, Sam Olens, to the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, that there is major problems here in the state of Georgia.
Mayor Whippleloo has ignored multiple requests from 13 WMAZ for an interview during this campaign season.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olens need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand. We have pleaded in several cities, and we have asked that our leaders come to try and resolve the situation.
Along with many other things. I mean, tonight I've heard y'all talk about who's on bank accounts. I've got no problem with it being a person on the city council. I do have a problem with someone being able to write checks who also has all the administrative and accounting input as you have here with your short staff of people. For anybody to be able to do debits and credits to the system and all the funds and move things around like that and still be the one that can cut checks and sign them, that's a red flag in the world of auditing and looking at internal controls. You'd like to have somebody doing the accounting and then someone else writing the check and someone else signing the check. But we don't necessarily have that either. The movement of funds that I heard earlier tonight, movement of funds is not required by a resolution with Georgia Fund 1. None of my clients go through a resolution to do that. The resolution is how you spend the monies ultimately. All governments, cities, counties, water authorities, whatever it might be, most of them in Georgia have a Georgia Fund 1 account. It's a great place to park money for a short period of time or even a long period of time based on rates and the convenience factor of getting that money. People wire money from Georgia Fund 1 to their operating account all the time. The controls, and remember we had this discussion back in February when you were all talking about the budget. The control is how that money is ultimately spent. And that's where the budget is important. Because the budget is your legal level of control of how it's ultimately spent. Moving it from one bank account to another in the name of trying to put it in the right place so the checks can be issued. I've never had anyone have to go to city council to have moving the money from Georgia Fund 1.
We've always done it.
And that may be one of those things, that's what, if we've always done it that way, I respect that. But I'm just telling you, it's not required to do it that way. The best thing to do
If
is
it's not in the budget, let me explain one thing to you, Reed, and I say that. If it's not listed in our budget, when we begin our budget in October, if we do not have any money to be transferred out of the One Georgia Fund as our money to help cover the budget, nobody can change that budget except this council, including any funds that are moved.
okay. And what I'm trying to tell you is, in the world of generally accepted accounting principles and the idea of budgets, what you all do is not customary with the way other communities do these things. And
Past practice, we've already done it, okay?
I understand. I said I respect what you're talking about, but I'm trying to explain to you that
We didn't ask for that explanation. We asked for you to just talk about this one
Well, I was talking about the name of the control.
but you're going past that.
Okay. I have gone past it.
Yes.
All right.
to stick just for this one subject, please. Forward so that we could get the payroll signed, the splosh signed. We're still having trouble as of this minute, getting the check signed. Ms. Toll has refused to sign Mr. Roberts' check that he is owed $40,215.56 right now for his work that he has done on the account for the sewage upgrade. And so my intentions was to try to get myself or Mr. Freddie Densley on the account, but we never had a quorum, so we could not vote on it. The total reason the bank account was listed on there.
I had signed one check for $40,000, and then the next week another check came for $40,000. I was not gonna sign the same check twice. Who get paid $80,000 in 2 weeks? I was not gonna sign two checks. No, I didn't sign another one. Yeah, I signed one. No, I was not signing another check. The same identical check going to the same identical place. I had just signed one check for $40,000, and I was not signing that same check again. That would have made $80,000. I was not going to do that.
Yes, ma'am, I have. If I could, I'd like to present the information that has been presented by Ms. Georgia Electric, who is the one that did it. His total bid was $132,100. We paid him one check for $50,284.44. The next check for the work.
Excuse me, council. Was all of the council members aware of that?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
they have a copy?
Yes, ma'am. All of this was put in, all the boxes that came in, and we bid it on his contract last year, and I think on March the 7th, you signed off on it so he could start work. He and Sidney Piles on the CDBG.
No, I'm asking, are the new elected council members, were they given a copy of
All of this came in just recently, yes, ma'am.
Well, if it just came in recently, then they have not had a chance to review that and look at that and know what it's all about.
It's a
That's
standard,
what I understand.
right, it's a standard contract. When the paperwork comes in, it's already been approved. We approved it when we voted to accept his bid on that job. And as he completes his work by the contract, then we are obligated to pay him as he finishes the work. When he turns it into our engineer and they sign off on it, the city council has already approved it. We don't have to go back and approve it a second time. The only thing that happens is the person who is in charge of signing that check would sign off on it. And I have all three different copies of where he got the first two checks. This is the third check, and it's not the same check. It's a different check that finishes up. Yes, ma'am.
Let me ask them, were you all made aware of that? Are you knowledgeable about that, Councilman Whipple?
No. But I would like to say, Councilman Edie, you say that you have a hard time. I have came in since about getting checks signed, and Mr. Wonder can vouch for this too. I have came in at different times and asked, do I need to sign any checks?
Yes, ma'am.
And it was your choice and Council Densley's choice not to be put on these signature cards in the beginning. If you was Mayor Pro Tem, you were Mayor Pro Tem, you should have been able to sign anything. But that was y'all the one that refused to sign anything.
The mayor herself put the signature cards together. Myself and Mr. Freddie Denson was never asked. Mr. Freddie was already on it, and she took him off. Mr. Freddie was on the signature cards on some of them. I was never on anything.
No, you all refused to be on anything.
Not on the signature cards. I was never given a check.
Y'all refused to sign any check.
Never given a check.
Because I made the statement at one of the meetings that why are we down here? We're not down here for the city. Now, right is right. So I made that statement, and y'all did refuse to sign checks. And you did say that you would be on the committee of the fire department.
Yes, ma'am. Right. Not just the fire department.
Just the fire department.
Right.
And Council Denver said that he didn't want to be on any committee. But that was
different.
But I know it was
signature.
different, but that's what I'm saying, it was different once you had to be mayor pro tem. I mean, you had to step in for the mayor, then it became different.
And so that's why I say perception is everything. The thing is, when you say you don't want to be included on anything except, then we took it to mean you didn't want to be involved with anything except the fire department. And that's what, I can attest to what Councilwoman Woodman is saying.
That's fine, I don't have any problem, as long as we can get our checks signed, payroll and everything now. If you would let Ms. Toll see this, you or her can sign these checks. You or her, or Mr. Smallwood. Y'all's name is on the splosh account, and this man is here tonight, he would very much like to, you know, be paid so he can finish this job. Now, he's through with the job 3 weeks ago. And it is not the same check, it's a different check.
We need to let council look at this.
Certainly.
Council, he's the finance chair, you need to look at that.
Let me ask you a question, please. As far as the payroll goes, yeah, there are days, I don't want to tell you that I don't have the best day. When I'm not having a good day, I don't even dress up, I stay around the house. The chief did bring those payroll checks out there. I got no problem signing payroll checks. I said, only thing is, if you bring my hand, I sign it. Bring me a check off list. Don't just bring no bunch of check and say sign these. I want to check the list to see who's getting what. A lot of times people come down and sign a check, and the problem we've been having for years is not accountability. Is that so many of us are asked to sign a check by the clerk, and when you sign the check, everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. Now we don't do that. But the initial check, you did not tell the amount. You just see where you put your name. I won't go into that.
Him off. Mr. Freddie was on the signature cards on some of them. I was never on anything.
No, you all refused to be on anything.
Not on this, not on the signature cards. I was never given a check.
Y'all
No.
refused to sign
No.
any check.
Never given a
Because
check.
I made the statement at one of the meetings that why are we down here, we're not down here for the city. Now, right is right. So I made that statement, and y'all did refuse to sign checks. And you did say that you would be on the committee of the
That's
fire
right.
department.
Yes, ma'am, right. Not just the fire department.
Just the
only.
fire department.
Right.
And Council Denver said that he didn't want to be on any committee. But that was by choice.
Right, and that was different.
But
than
I know it was
signature cards.
different, but that's what I'm saying, it was different once you had to be mayor pro tem. I mean, you had to step in for the mayor, then it became different.
And so that's why I say perception is everything. The thing is, when you say you don't want to be included on anything except, then we took it to mean you didn't want to be involved with anything except the fire department. And that's what, I can attest to what Councilwoman Woodman is saying.
That's fine, I don't have any problem, as long as we can get our checks signed, payroll and everything now. If you would let Ms. Toll see this, you or her can sign these checks. You or her, or Mr. Smallwood. Y'all's name is on the splosh account, and this man is here tonight, he would very much like to, you know, be paid so he can finish this job. Now, he's through with the job 3 weeks ago. And it is not the same check, it's a different check.
We need to let council look at this.
Certainly.
Council, he's the finance chair, you need to look at that.
Let me ask you a question, please. As far as the payroll goes, yeah, there are days, I don't want to tell you that I don't have the best day. When I'm not having a good day, I don't even dress up, I stay around the house. The chief did bring those payroll checks out there. I got no problem signing payroll checks. I said, only thing is, if you bring my hand, I sign it. Bring me a check off list. Don't just bring no bunch of check and say sign these. I want to check the list to see who's getting what. A lot of times people come down and sign a check, and the problem we've been having for years is not accountability. Is that so many of us are asked to sign a check by the clerk, and when you sign the check, everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. And this is why the governor of the state of Georgia, or the Secretary of State, Brian P. Kemp, or Georgia Attorney General Sam Olsen need to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this get out of hand. We have pleaded in several cities, and we have asked that our leaders come to try and resolve the situation.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
The chief did bring those payroll checks out there. I got no problem signing payroll checks. I said, the only thing is, if you bring my here and I sign it, bring me a check off list. Don't just bring me a bunch of checks and say sign these. I want to check the list to see who's getting what. A lot of times people come down and sign a check, and the problem we've been having for years is not accountability. Is that so many of us are asked to sign a check by the clerk, and when you sign the check, everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. Everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. Everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. Everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. The chief did bring those payroll checks out there. I got no problem signing payroll checks. I said, the only thing is, if you bring my here and I sign it, bring me a check off list. Don't just bring me a bunch of checks and say sign these. I want to check the list to see who's getting what. A lot of times people come down and sign a check, and the problem we've been having for years is not accountability. Is that so many of us are asked to sign a check by the clerk, and when you sign the check, everything is blocked but where you're supposed to sign it. Now we don't do that. But the initial check, you did not tell the amount. You just see where you put your name. I won't go into this.
Hey. it only proves what I've been saying to the governor, to the Attorney General Sam Olens, to the Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, that there is major problems here in the state of Georgia.
It's been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
Attorney General Sam Olens needs to come here into these southern towns and try to put an end to this before this gets out of hand.
Been known throughout the area as a town that gets along. It does not have race issues or class issues or other issues. It's been well known for that.
This is the Get To Free Press, and we report what others ignore. This is your First Amendment right to know without whiteouts from a controlled news media whiteout network. And we are located in Valdosta, Georgia, and we are here to inform, educate, and persuade if necessary. Always keep that in mind. Moreover, I want to say to you that as a community, state, nation, and world, we are not who we claim to be, but who we prove ourselves to be over a given period of time. And if we are a liar, time will tell. And if we are racist or hater, time will tell. And our righteous and holy God already know. So you are only fooling yourselves. Again, the Ghetto Free Press. I'm George Balls-Rhynes.
Try to get this Olivia Coley Pearson convicted. Let's see if she's gonna do the same thing for these other officials we about to file this paperwork for today. See y'all, that's really, look at it. That shows the ignorance of the coffee